See my Joe Bear? When her mama died, Nia's mama died, my daughter died, I called his cousin, Floyd Schumbert, who was a lawyer. And I told him the situation, and he said, no worries, I'll take care of it in the morning.
In 1985, I gave birth to twin boys, identical twin boys, Samuel, Paul, and Michael Saul. And in 1986, I got pregnant again, and they were twins again. They were twin girls. The babies grew very well. I did very well with them while taking care of twin babies. And toward the end of my pregnancy, I sensed something was wrong with the baby on the bottom, so I told the doctor. And the doctor told me, no, the baby's all right. She's just sleeping. She'll be okay.
He made me make a pledge to her in front of him and the witnesses that was there. I pledge to take care of you forever. I'm pledged to love you no matter what. He said, raise your right hand. I raised my right hand. Nia raised her left. And that just tickled the judge to death. And whatever I said, she said. And I pledged it, and he handed me the papers. And when he handed me the papers, Nia said, thank you.
Then I went in the following week to the doctor, and he had another doctor come in, and the other doctor came in and said there was no heartbeat on the second baby. And I just hysterically started crying and crying and crying. And then they rushed me to the hospital, and they had me sit in there until they did emergency cesarean. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to face what was going to happen. And of course, I couldn't go home. So I gave birth to Rachel, my daughter, and her twin sister.
Every day when I come home, she was at the back door slamming it, banging it with both hands, saying, Bevo! Bevo! And we watched movies, and we read, and we went to church, and everything we did was together. What'd you always want to do?
Swim in the pool. Get a hotel with a pool.
I carried her in my womb over 7 months, and that was such a pleasure to carry Rachel and her twin sister all that time. I wasn't going to name her Rachel. I had different names picked out for twins, but because it was a single birth, basically, I named her Rachel, and the second one I named Grace. And the reason why I named her Grace was there were so many wonderful people around that supported me and helped me from a church that didn't really even know me. And I felt like where pain abounded, grace did much more abound. So I named her Grace.
I think sometimes I just don't know how to express my I'm thankful and how much it meant to me that you raised me the way you did. And this is my way of doing it.
I always knew it, though.
I know I don't show it very well, and
Yeah, you
you
do.
really don't know what your parents go through until you're a parent.
You've been very special in my life. I'll tell anybody. I always said she was my window. God always opens a window when he shuts a door.
Always said she didn't like Josie growing up, and I thought she needed something to redeem
I like
her name.
it on her, but I just didn't like it on
Do
me.
you like it on her? You called her Joe Bear right away.
I'm very excitingly welcoming Josie Grace to our lives and to the lives of all the people she touches. And I'm extremely proud of her.
I love it on her. I'm honored.